Timmy! Timmy! Timmy!
No, it's Jimmy. Blah, blah, blah. I am Jimmy James. You're watching Catch It Live First. Bit of an odd one tonight, really. We've got coming up for you, most of the games are coming to an end. They were 7 o'clock kickoffs tonight, so we're not really set up for it, but I'm just finishing watching. I finished work late tonight, that's what the issue is. And truth be told, I'm still working a little bit now. But I just thought anybody who's had a wager tonight or you couldn't quite get to the results or anything, we'll bring them to you here now at Catch It Live First. I've also had a little wager myself, so we'll have a look how that's going. And I've currently got on the TV in front of me Bolton and Rotherham. Bolton winning 1-0. Not sure who scored it. It was a first half goal, I'm pretty sure. And Bolton have been down to 10 men, though, since the first half, I think. And Rotherham not causing them any problems at all. Or very few. Very few. Behind me, as you can see, we've got Solihull Moors against Yeovil Town. We've got the animations for that. That'll be coming live for the second half any moment now. What are we? Quarter to 9. So that'll be coming live shortly. I don't think my bet's doing too much now. In this game, I need I need 2 goals in the next 5 minutes plus a little bit of added on time. It's Rotherham on the attack here. They've got a free kick down the right-hand side. Bolton holding a high line on the edge. It's floated deep in there. It's won by Bolton. Not cleared too far. Just volleyed back in. Rotherham gaining possession again. But from what I've seen of it, I've been doing other stuff as well. And you wouldn't really know that Bolton were down to 10 men. So kudos to Bolton. Cross comes in there. Once again, Bolton winning the headers. Got some height at the back of Bolton. So, I mean, Rotherham just lumping it into the middle there. You need to come up with a different idea, I would have thought, because that's meat and drink to the Wanderers. Goals across the top going in, as you see. That's all I've got as well. I normally have all my screens set up. I haven't tonight. I'm flying with what we can see above. Stockport 5, Wolves under 21s 3. That looks like it's been a good game. Good corner coming in there from Rotherham. Cleared once again, though, by Bolton. Just needed a touch there, Rotherham, and they could have been back on level terms, but wasn't meant to be. Rotherham, I know they're playing away, but they're playing in like a gold kit. I always used to remember Rotherham. I'm sure they used to have red tops. Maybe they still do at home. But I am going from memory, so it's not as good as it used to be. Like everything. Gets worn out with age. Oh, dangerous free kick here now for Rotherham. It's probably, 20, 25 yards, 30 yards out. Pretty central, slightly down that left-hand side. So it's going to be a little bit straight. But no doubt they've worked on this in the training ground. So with 87, almost 88 minutes on the clock, it's not now or never for Rotherham. They are bringing a substitute on. Can't see who that is. But Bolton are still holding that defensive line on the edge of the 18-yard area. So I'm guessing the free kick is about 28 yards out. Rotherham are complaining that the wall's not 10 yards. They're just kind of wasting their own time now because there's 88 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. The referee's not gonna change anything now. Shot comes in. Oh my word! That had the keeper flying over to his right-hand side. It just didn't dip at the final minute. It was Powell for Rotherham who took that. It's one of them, he didn't have a massive run-up. He just side-footed it with power. Got it around the wall, but that'd have been on target. the keeper would have been making a good save. Let's put it that way. Wycombe 1, Colchester 2. Morecambe 1, Forest Green 3. And Hoogeveen 6. Velocitas 1. That's the final score. Rotherham are going to be disappointed with this result tonight. Just having so much of the game with an extra man, not being able to capitalise. And we're in the 90th minute now, and it's a corner to Bolton down this left-hand side. So it kind of tells you which way this game has gone. Two late goals would be nice now. How's my bet doing? Yeah, it's kind of cocking me up, this one. Still Bolton on the attack. Trying to work something down this left-hand side. Ball to the edge of the area. Nobody gets a touch on it, so it's going to go out for a goal kick to Rotherham. Keeper sprinting over. 4 minutes of added on time. I mean, it literally is. It literally is now or never for Rotherham. Chance here for Bolton. Chips over the keeper. Oh, I don't know who it was for Bolton, but he was one-on-one with the keeper slightly to the right-hand side. Now he's hobbling. And McAtee it was. What he did, just outside the area, the keeper had come out and was kind of in between the 6-yard area and the penalty spot. And he tried chipping it over his head, you know, lifting it as opposed to a chip. And as he put his foot under the ball, he's lifted it over the keeper. But it's gone askew off his foot. Thought that was going in for one moment there. Rotherham trying to come down this right-hand side. Literally are in the dying embers of this game. Overrun. That'll be a goal kick to Bolton. So they'll take as much time as they can over this now. Keeper will probably take a yellow card. 91.5 minutes gone. I did see as well that that's the final score at Lincoln 3, Notts County 0. Lots of, I think it's FA Cup matches tonight. You know, the qualifiers. So we'll go through all them full time. Plenty of full-time results to come, actually. So it's not going to be a wasted evening. That should be a free kick to Bolton, possibly a red. Kicking the ball away, that'll be a yellow card. You're lucky you didn't get a red, and he kicks the ball away in frustration. Gets a yellow. I'm not sure who the player is. I'll tell you in a second because we're zooming in. Go on, show us who it is. Zach Jules. Number 3 for Rotherham. He's in the referee's notebook. Referee's just sprayed his foam over the boots of the Rotherham wall. Huddersfield 4, Newcastle under-21s 1. Shot comes in. Hits the wall. That'll be a corner to Bolton down the left-hand side. And this will be the last action of the game, really. In the 90. That's the final score. Plymouth Argyle 2, Cheltenham 0. So cleverly keeping the home park faithful happy tonight. Just shows how a good cut run can actually help with your league form. Bolton just holding this ball in the corner. Still in the corner. Still in the corner. That'll be a free kick to Rotherham. Right in the corner. They need the ball at the other end. There's literally seconds left. In fact, yeah, it's just finished now. Bolton 1, Rotherham 0. Excuse me. Marine 1, Darlington 3. All right, let's get rid of that. Who's still playing? Who's still playing? We have got lots of games on Sky tonight. Let's have a look at. Bradford and Grimsby. 63 minutes on the clock there. Connors Quay 0, Barlow 1. Doncaster 2, Everton under 21s 1. That's a final. Lots of finals coming in. Braintree 1, Tamworth 1. South Shields 2, Radcliffe 0. Disappointing that for Radcliffe. Looks like they're not going to get anything from that game tonight, but they've been doing all right this season. They've been doing all right. Lapsley off, Swan on for Grimsby. I saw something on. I can't even remember where I saw it. I've just been that busy today. But I saw something. I'm going to say, what am I going to say? Facebook. Say Facebook. That something to the effect of, when Grimsby beat Manchester United last week on penalties after a 2-2 draw, there's been some furore because Grimsby played an ineligible player. Whether it's genuine, I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you. But if that is the case, surely to goodness it's not going to make any difference to the result. Maybe it's a little bit of mischief and somebody's just rubbing the Manchester United fans' noses in it. But then I suppose what are the rules? I also saw the lady rugby player who got sent off for insulting the referee. I mean, she shouldn't have done it, but chance here for Swan, who's just come on for Grimsby. Got the ball tangled under his feet. Then a shot comes in. Should have got the equaliser. Sorry, not for Grimsby. Should have been Bradford with the equaliser. That literally was Swan. He's just come on, and that was his first touch. Kind of shanked it a little bit. Yeah, going back to Manchester United, surely to goodness, they're not going to make anything of that. Like I said, unless it was just somebody making mischief. Actually, let's have a look. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this drama. Let's see what ChatGPT's got to say to it. Did Grimsby play an ineligible player in victory over Manchester United? Let's see if we can either throw a bit of fire on the rumour or if we can quash it. Here's the breakdown. Yes, Grimsby did field an ineligible player in the memorable Carabao Cup victory over Manchester United. What happened? A player involved, Clark Odo, on loan from Bradford City. Issue: his registration was submitted 1 minute or just under 2 minutes, per some reports, after the 12 p.m. deadline required by competition rules. Match role: he came on he came on as a substitute and also took a penalty in the shootout, which Grimsby won 12-11 after a 2-2 draw. What's the fallout? Oh, that was something else. That's what the fallout was. Apparently, he came on when it was 2-2, and I think he missed his penalty. Unless that was more mischief making. Let's see if there's anything further down. The English Football League fined Grimsby Town £20,000 with 10,000 suspended until the end of the season, unless another breach occurs. Importantly, despite the breach, Grimsby were not disqualified, rightly so, and Manchester United were not reinstated or granted a replay. The EFL accepted that the infringement was unintentional and the club had self-reported the error. Fair play. That's not... That's just an error with timing. You can say rules is rules. You know, you can't be... You're either pregnant or you're not, as the saying goes. So if he was an ineligible player, fair enough. And I suppose if he'd just come on, scored a hat-trick and had a big effect on the game, you could say, well, actually, if he hadn't have played... But to be honest... Grimsby have since vowed to review and improve the internal process to prevent similar incidents. So a quick summary, yeah, they revealed an eligible player, 20,000 fine, 10,000 suspended. And yeah, so it is true. It is true. Right, let's Connors Key 0, Barlow 1, Macclesfield 1, Merthyr Town 0. Still Bradford 0, Grimsby 1. Grimsby have got... there's a red card in this game. Grimsby have had a player sent off. Couldn't tell you who it was or what's been happening because I've only just switched it over, as you're probably aware. We'll get lots of final scores going through now as well. There was a big furore as well over, well, not a big furore, but they made a big fuss over it. There was a Premier League player, pretty sure it was a Premier League player, couldn't tell you which one. Or was it somebody in Scotland? I think it might have been someone in Scotland at Aberdeen. So in the Scottish Prem. Not sure, not 100% sure. But his registration went through with 30 seconds to spare on the facts. But what I also don't quite understand is some of the other teams in Europe. Which team am I which country am I thinking of? Because I did hear it. I'm going to guess it was Turkey. That seems to ring a bell. The transfer window apparently doesn't close for another 2 weeks. So assuming that they come under UEFA's rules, how can you have an extra 2 weeks on your transfer window? And how do you actually do business if you've got an extra 2 weeks on your transfer window if everybody else's is shut? Who's going to be able to buy or sell from you? I suppose it's only if it's internal transfers or loans or something like that. Seems to be a lot of that about now as well. I've noticed players going on loan with either an option to buy or they've got to buy at the end of the season. So it's and what are your thoughts? Let me know in the live chat. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Isak drama, going to Liverpool and refusing to play for Newcastle. Was he right? Was he wrong? If he hadn't have gone on strike, basically, because that's what he did. If he hadn't have got on strike, I don't think this move would have happened. So ultimately, he's got his own way, and yeah, he got the movie he wanted. Is it a good way to go about things? No. But we'll never know. We'll never know the truth. Somebody knows the truth, but I don't know if we'll ever find out, because he's saying that there's been a lot of lies going on. If my understanding's correct, that he was lied to in the summer, and that's also what Visser was saying, isn't it? That the club were lying to him as well. But he did actually stay and train and play, and he finally did get his move. But if players start going on strike like this, I mean, I can't imagine anybody. When Alex Ferguson was a manager, or somebody like Kenny Dalglish, Brian Clough, can you imagine telling Brian Clough you were going on strike because you wanted a move? Blimey. I'd love to have been a fly on the office wall when that conversation took place. Yes, Mr. Clough, I won't be coming training or playing because I want to move to another club, even though I've got a contract with you. There'd have been blood, teeth. You couldn't do that today, obviously. But you can bet your bottom dollar there would have been back then. Some of the stories about Brian Clough are fantastic, I've got to say. He certainly was a character. He said what he thought. And he thought what he said, or whatever the saying is. Something like that. Chance there for Bradford. What a good goal that was. Cross from the right-hand side. Is that Cook? Number 9. It's either Cook or Cock. Apologies. It's Cook. Yeah, cross came in from the right-hand side. Cook got across the defender. Got a decent contact on that as well. Put it past the keeper. Nothing he could do about it. So it's all square. Bradford 1, Grimsby 1. Grimsby down to 10 men. 76 minutes on the clock. So still plenty of time. Cracking cross that. Defender was a bit unlucky for Grimsby. He slipped. Didn't slip when he played against United. Where was this defending when they played against United? They were all tackling like demons. So anybody who's interested as well, we've still not heard back from the Polish Premier League or the Polish Championship, the BetClick one. We've requested permission to live stream the matches. Tell us what hoops we've got to jump through, if we can do it at all. But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed they will come back and either tell us we've got to do a revenue share, or not that we make any revenue yet, but if we do a revenue share. I was thinking about it. It's no skin off their nose, because the bookmakers stream the matches, and I believe they give 0.3% of the revenue earned, which is yeah, not going to affect the bookmakers, that is it. 0.3 of 1% on the revenue turned over from the matches that they're live streaming. So the other thing is we're not going to be taking viewership off TVP, because it'll obviously be outside of Poland, and anything we did stream will be through TVP. So it's just extra exposure for their clients, you know, who advertise with them. So for me, it looks like it's a win-win all around. But we'll see. We'll see what they say. We'll see what happens. Got to try and find out later on as well for sure if on Wisła's game on the 6th should have been taking place against the Extra Krakow. Couldn't do because of the international break. But I believe they are going to play it as a friendly. So I want to know if it's going to be what the entrance costs are. What time it's going to be kicking off. Also, is it going to be streamed? It might not be live streamed by TVP. In fact, I doubt it would be. But Wisła may stream it themselves, which they have done before. Grimsby coming down that right-hand side now. Good defensive tackle. And got the deflection as well. That was Toure. Leamington 1, Southport 1. Leamington getting back level. Curzon Ashton 1, Chorley 0. That's a score correction, so I couldn't tell you whether it's 1 chalked off for Chorley or Curzon Ashton. The game that's being played behind me, it's currently Solihull Mowers 0, Yeovil Town 1. Solihull Mowers, the comeback kings. They went through a spell last season where every time they went behind, in fact, it almost seemed that they needed to go behind before they could start playing and putting the ball in the net. Teams kind of got used to that, though. And I'm going to say after 5 or 6 times of it happening, it became more almost like a plan for Solihull Mowers. But teams got wise to it towards the end of the season. They weren't coming back. Sometimes they were getting a draw, but they weren't taking the victories that they were earlier in the season. Still 10 minutes left in this game. Need a drink, that's for sure. Not got my posh bottle tonight, I'm afraid. Don't know if it's my TV or if these floodlights are not the best. I think it might be my TV because the ones at Bolton weren't too good either. Chance there for Bradford at the back post. Cleared by Grimsby. Edge of the box. Shot comes in. That's blocked. It was a great block. It cannoned off the defender. Almost landed on the halfway line. It's all Bradford pretty much now, though. Edge of the box. Shot comes in. Keeper down to his left. Decent save. You would have expected him to save it. Last season, I did a live stream with Grimsby. Can't remember who they were playing. It wasn't Manchester United. There was 2 brothers in from Grimsby. I've forgotten the names. I'm going to say Jordan and James. Can't remember. But they were massive Grimsby fans. I think it might have been against Tranmere. Can't even remember what I had for my breakfast, though, let alone that game from last season. Playing some decent football now, Bradford, but with that extra man. Swan into the penalty area. Pulls it back off the defender. It's gone behind for a corner kick down the right-hand side for Bradford. 8 minutes to go. So in this cup game, is it the Virtue Trophy? Do these games, are these on a league basis or is it straight to penalties? Is it a knockout? I can't remember what the rules are for this. Let's have a look. Let's use ChatGPT again. Virtue Cup matches. What is format? Great ChatGPT. Love it. Absolutely love it. Bromley 3, Crystal Palace under 21s 2. That was a bit of a, I don't say it's embarrassing for him because I don't think it is. I don't think the player did anything wrong. But that Gayer or who's supposed to be going to Liverpool. Supposed to be going to Liverpool from Crystal Palace. He'd done the video, hadn't he? And his mates had done a video saying, cheerio. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Then it didn't happen. I bet he's pretty gutted. Although in saying that, I saw a thing today where it said Oliver Glasner said if he had have gone without a replacement, Glasner said he was going to resign on the spot. Whether that's true or not, only he will know. But yeah, a bit of a kick in the pants because I think the player, I know when they beat Aston Villa comfortably, and he got his goal as well. You thought everything was set for the move. You know, he scored a good goal from outside the penalty area. What a good way to send off your career at Crystal Palace. So it did look like, yeah, he's gone. But then they weren't, they couldn't get a replacement in, so he hasn't gone. The other thing I was thinking about that, is he going to go in the winter break now? Does anybody know? Or is that deal off? The deal is done and dusted. If you know, leave a comment. Let us know what the thoughts are. Appreciate that if you could. Quick shout out if you haven't done so already. Please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell. If you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. And no football background noise tonight. It's like I say, it's a bit of an odd one tonight. Mainly here for the final scores. Work's getting in the way. Bradford trying to get in round the back there, points and puts it across. It's been blocked. It'll be a corner down this right-hand side. Bradford 1, Grimsby 1. Grimsby down to 10 men. 85.5 minutes on the clock. Yeah, in respect to the cup format, if you're asking about the Virtue Cup in the context of football, it's actually the EFL Trophy, currently known as the... Shot comes in from Poynton there, blocked once more. It's currently known as the Virtue Trophy for sponsorship reasons. Here's how it works. Format overview. Who participates? 64 teams in total. Don't worry, I'm not going to go through them. 48 clubs from EFL League 1 and 2. That's the third and fourth tier of English football. 16 invited Category 1 academy teams representing Premier League and EFL Championship clubs. That's why we always see the under-21s. Is the one going past now? No, there never is when you need one. Two will come along in a minute, like buses. Macclesfield 1, Merthyr Town 1. Merthyr getting back level. Each group contains 4 teams. The top 2 teams from each group progress through to the knockout phase. The knockout rounds. After the group stage, the competition moves into the knockout rounds. Round of 32, round of 16, quarterfinals, semis, and then the final. Cross comes in there from Bradford. Keeper's down well. Almost fluffed it at the second attempt there. It's one of them where he as the ball's played across, he dives, stops the ball going across, and then, yeah, got it at the second attempt. Yeah, it's one of them where nobody's bothered about this until it comes to the end of the season, and then suddenly it's like you've got a final to look forward to. Plus, every bit of extra exposure, extra revenue, it's all got to help. The final is held at Wembley Stadium, usually in late March or early April. It's kind of a little bit spicy, this. Just do a little double check of the volume. Braintree 1, Tamworth 2, AFC Tottenham 0, Chesham 1, Oxford City 4, Alfreton 0. Lovely pass there on the right-hand side. Lucky to retain possession though, Bradford. Did do. Cross comes in. Not a good cross, but not a good clearance either, so it's still with Bradford. Recycling it down this right-hand side. Cutting into the penalty area now, driving towards the 6-yard box, pulled it back, but got too close to the defender. Defender just stuck a leg out. Easy clearance. Grimsby doing well trying to break, but being that man down, it's just going to keep coming back at them now. Did well there, the Grimsby player. Is that number 9 again? Was it Kiara? 90 minutes are up. Not sure how much is going to be added on at the end of this with not watching it. So it'll be nothing special, will it? There's no extra time or anything like that. It just goes down as a draw, does it? We've just been through the rules. See what I mean? Memory. Oh, memory. Good clearance there from Grimsby. 6 minutes added on. Nobody seems to be complaining, so it's probably about right. Once again, Bradford trying to come down this right-hand side. Halliday, edge of the box, nice turn, driving towards the keeper, pulls it across. Ooh, defender came sliding in there just at the final last-ditch second as the striker. I think might have been swamped. He was just going to pull the trigger. If he'd have got a connection on it, it would have been a goal because he was about 6 yards out. But Grimsby defender did really well. Now they're trying to come down the left-hand side. Bradford cross comes in, deflected. Still with Bradford. They just can't break Grimsby down. Now a shot comes in. Tried to put it in the top corner. It went nearer the top corner of row Z. Not a good effort there. Braintree 1, Tamworth 2, and Worksop 2, Spennymoor 3. Got the international break this week, haven't we? But to be honest, these international breaks, they get on my nerves. It's like everything stops just for the one international game for various countries, and I know they've got to play them, but it does interfere with our football enjoyment. Seemed to be a long summer with no football, and now we're rocking and rolling. It feels like it's never been away. Biswa Krakow managed to keep hold of Radado. So I said in the video last night, Yaroslav Krylevsky, Wisła's owner, he was true to his word. Said Radado, he signed a 5-year contract, and Yaroslav Krylevsky, the owner, said he will not sell him this summer. Very nice of him. He won't sell him this summer or winter. I should think not. He's got signed a 5-year contract. He's at his peak, 28 years old. Hampton and Richmond 2, Torquay 2. Hampton and Richmond getting back level. Leamington take the lead against Southport. It's now 2-1 to Leamington. And Eastleigh 0, Scunthorpe 1. These games will be getting to the dying embers as well now. Just 2.5 minutes left in this matchup. Bradford 1, Grimsby 1. Grimsby down to 10 men if you're joining us late. Got some good rugby league coming up this week. I couldn't do the Wigan Catalan game on the weekend. Just too busy with work. But this week, we will be covering Wigan and St. Helens. St. Helens need to win that. Wigan need to win that as well because Leeds are having a great Leeds are having a great time. Nice ball down the right-hand side for Bradford. Kept him well. Driving towards the penalty area now. Body's in the box. Chipped in the edge of the 6-yard box. Oh, he's off the Christ. Oh, my word. Talk about a last gasp winner. Lovely goal that from Bradford. I think it's Swan who came on. Is it Swan number 9? It was a cross from the right-hand side. He got up well. It was almost in slow motion. It's one of them that looped off his head into I thought it had come off the post and gone back out. It hit the post just under the crossbar, so the post. And with the angle on the TV, it looked like it was coming back out. It wasn't. It was going across the goal line and then just landed in the net. Just watching that goal again. Nicely chipped into the area. He did well. Lovely, lovely placement. Andy Cook, it was. Blimey. That's a bit of a sick note for Grimsby. And there's literally 10 seconds left. And down to 10 men, that'll probably see them going out. Well, not going out, will they? Because we're not at that stage yet. Still the group stage. Luton 4, Barnet 1. Barnet getting on the score sheet, but Luton, they've got that one wrapped up. And again here, Bradford down the left-hand side. Swan battling hard there. Cleared by Grimsby, though. They've lumped it forward now. We're in added on time. They've added on time now. Slow 3. Chippenham 2. Slow take the lead. AFC Fylde back on level terms with Chester. 2-2 there. And Worksop 3. Spennymoor 3. Worksop getting back level. Going for the jugular now, Bradford. No thoughts of sitting in now. They've got that 1-goal lead. Probably thinking with Grimsby being down to 10 men. Grimsby push forward. They're going to be well exposed at the back, aren't they? Grimsby are sitting in. In fact, they can't even get hold of the ball. The Bradford fans are giving it the old ole as each pass gets completed. It only lasted about three oles. And then somebody cocked it up. That's your lot. That's your final score. Bradford 2, Grimsby 1. Not sure what's going on behind here. There's with this injury. Been there for quite a while, hasn't it? What is going on there? Yeah, don't know why it's still up there. Shouldn't be. Only Hummels and Yeovil. Let's see if we can get any coverage of that one. Anybody knows? Let me know. Who's still playing? Huddersfield are having a great night against Newcastle under-21s. It's currently Huddersfield 6, Newcastle under-21s 2. We've got as well the it's a Ryder Cup this September. I think it's September, isn't it? Might try and do some coverage of that. Obviously, we've got the Test cricket coming up. Won't mention cricket in case anybody's not watched today's. Keep that to ourselves. Right. What I'll do, let's get the final scores. Get these final scores under the way. Just take me a second to set up so I can see what's going on with you in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, as the saying goes. Looking all professional now, like I know what I'm doing. Something over pear-shaped. Think positive, Jimmy. Think positive. Right. Hopefully you like the new. Hopefully you like the new thumbnails we've got. Football special, all the goals from around the UK and Europe as they go in. Hosted sadly by Jimmy, not Jeff. That's obviously a reference to the great Jeff Stelling. Used to be so much better, didn't it? Gillette Soccer Special and Gillette Soccer Saturday. Used to be great when he was on there. Not the same now. Not the same by a long chalk. Right, what we've got. I'm just going to give it a few more minutes because a lot of these games, yeah, they're in sort of the 85th, 87th minute. So we'll just give them a few more seconds to finish up. And a lot of these games, the full times haven't come in yet. Although that's because probably they're still being played off looking at it. Lots of FA Cup qualification matches. I'm assuming that this is all of the replays from the ones that were played on the weekend. Late goal there for Crystal Palace. Bromley 3, Crystal Palace under-21s 3. Eastleigh 1, Scunthorpe 1. Eastleigh getting back level there. What else can we talk about while we're waiting for these final scores coming in? Hereford 2, Bedford 2. Hereford back on levels. Let's have a quick look and see what's going on with anything going on with the mighty Wisła Kraków. If you're joining us late, we're still waiting to hear from the Extract Classer and the BetClick Liga 1 to see if we can live stream the games. We need the permissions, whether they want a revenue share or nothing or whatever. We'll find out, but we just want to find out for sure. One way or t'other. What's nominations for Coach of the Month? Marius Jopp is in there for the BetClick 1 Liga. Pretty sure he's got to win that. Also in there, the extras manager, Chechers, and the other one is Adam Nochon. Let's have a see what's on the go with the mighty Wisła Kraków. Somebody's put a thing on Facebook. The pilot, it's on Football Away Days Club. About to fly a plane with 150 passengers, but still need to confirm the fantasy team with 5 minutes to spare. Somebody's got a sneaky photo. Well, that's good news. Means he's confident that the plane's going to make it to wherever it's going. Anthony Gordon's left a farewell message to Alexander Isak following his transfer to Liverpool. I thought it might be a bit of a spoof, but I don't think it is. Regardless of the situation and what's gone on, it's been a pleasure to play with you. One of the best chemistries I've ever had on the pitch. And more importantly, a great person and teammate. Wish you nothing but the best, brother. Maybe Anthony Gordon fancies a move to Anfield as well. There was a good win earlier on for Wisła Krakow under, I'm going to say 19s. I think they won 6-1. Angel Rodado got voted Player of the Month for August. Not surprised. Did he have a couple of hat tricks in there? Oh, that was a blast from the past. Marco Antonio Reyes. Today we remember Jose Antonio Reyes. Jose Antonio Reyes, yeah. On what would have been his 42nd birthday. Rest in peace, Jose. I saw a thing earlier on, and it said, since he's been a manager, and it must be right, because somebody would have pretty much checked, they check these things up, don't they? Jose Mourinho just reminded me. Since he's been a football manager, he's earned 125 million, I think it was euros, 125 million euros from just having payments made from being sacked. So you know where they pay the contract up. He's made 125 million just from being sacked. Crazy, crazy world. Crazy, crazy world. God blimey. Winter's coming. It's showing an old game. I think that's Nottingham Forest. When there was literally ice on the pitch, it looked rock hard. That's Martin O'Neill, I'm pretty sure, who's just scored an absolute screamer. Oh, yeah, you wouldn't believe that. They won't play on them pitches now like that. The players can hardly stand up. God, people do make a big thing about stuff that's not really important. There's a lot of fuss being made about nothing really. James Milner, when he scored his goal on the weekend, Man City fan, Ob MCFC, mate, you're 39, nearly 40. Why are you doing a video game celebration? Absolute whopper. And obviously it was a celebration of Diogo Jota. He was forced to delete his post and make his profile private. Careful what you say. Anthony in tears, ex of Manchester United. Anthony tears, emotional at the presentation of his return to Real Betis. Speaking of whoppers. Oh, dear me. Didn't quite work out for Anthony at Old Trafford, did it? They paid 80 million, I think it was 80 million euros for him and sold him for 30. Good bit of business. Good bit of business from the Old Trafford management. Just looking at it. I also saw what's it got? Oh God, what's he called? My mind. It's just got so much shit going through it. Eric Ten Hag, once of Manchester United, sacked after only 2 games in charge in the Bundesliga. Two games. Yeah, we won't get into that. What's going on with the UK towns erupting? Financial problems in Hutnik. That's in Hutnik, Krakow. We have the answers from the club's president. I think that's all been sorted out now. They lost one of the main sponsors. But yeah, as far as I know, that has been sorted. Ruben Loftus-Cheek has been called up to the England squad for the forthcoming World Cup qualifiers against Andorra and Serbia. Really? A good player, but really? I can understand it for Andorra as well. I could play against Andorra. Won't be as easy against Serbia. What's that? 3 hours ago, Wisła Krakow. Join the White Star team and apply for the position of sales coordinator, administration. Aye. Might be polish up on my Polish, no pun intended. Might be going for that one. I might put a little comment on there. Is a Polish language a necessity? I'm guessing it is. What's this now? By far the best decision Liverpool have ever made. This was by Samuel. Just a reminder that we rejected Ruben Amorim for Arne Slot. I'd like to see Slot at Old Trafford and see what he could do with that shower of shit. Absolute whoppers. Absolute bunch of whoppers. What's this one? Football is Chelsea till I die. Do you want to buy Ben Chilwell? Yes, I do. I don't quite understand what's going on there. Insane when you really think about it. This is from Mo Barry Giest on that's on X, isn't it? Used to be Twitter. Over the last 3 seasons, whenever Liverpool need a goal, added time has consistently ranged from 6 to 12 minutes, the most in the league. The minimum they've had in those situations is 6 minutes. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. Surely you're not suggesting there's anything nefarious gone on there? Who's this one now joining? 5 hours ago. Didn't take long. Arsenal's pull is real. It only took one conversation to make me feel sure about the decision that I was taking. Piero Hincapié on joining Arsenal from Bayer Leverkusen. Somebody's point. West Ham news. Igor has put himself forward for the task of getting stuck into Mo Kudus at the London Stadium on the 13th. Another player pointing at the badge. This was Manchester United. It must have been here where I saw it. Manchester United fans are in meltdown mode because Grimsby fielded an ineligible player. Some of the comments underneath. Absolutely hilarious. Phase of play. What's this? Pep Guardiola. I love the players in the middle are able to dribble and drive 10, 15 meters. I like it. I love it. When you dribble in the middle, you are attacking the next line. And after, when you attack the next line, our strikers will be alone. I'm not reading all the way through that. I know it's translated, but need better translation than that. What's going on? Garnacho, Alejandro Garnacho's farewell to Manchester United. To the coaches, staff and my teammates, thank you for believing in me. Every time I wore the badge, I gave everything I had. I leave proud of what we achieved together and excited for what's to come. I can understand the excited for what's to come, but what did you achieve, really? Still young, and I actually wish he'd have stayed. But, yeah, not a lot of achievement. Wishing the club nothing but success for the future, while I look forward to giving it my all in the next chapter of my career. Excellent stuff. Just more there about Arsenal. Something there about the cricket, so we won't mention that in case anybody's watching it later. And I think we must have all the, let's see if these full times are in yet. No, still a few games being played. I wonder if the FA Cup qualies have come in. They're slow coming in. But, like Bootle 4, Silsden 2. Then there's a big gap. Still waiting for a load of them to come in. I can't wait that late because I've got to get some more work done in a moment. Right, I think it's going to be that time. Right, let's go through tonight's full-time scores with what we've got. We can start off with the English National League. Braintree 1, Tamworth 2, Eastleigh 1, Scunthorpe 1, Morecambe 1, Forest Green 3, Solihull Mowers 0, Yeovil 1, Wealdstone 3, Southend 2. English National League North, AFC Fylde 2, Chester 2, AFC Telford 3, Peterborough Sports 1. 80 minutes on the clock there, so still being played, and Telford have just had a player sent off as well. Curzon Ashton 2, Chorley 0, Hereford 2, Bedford 2, Kings Lynn 0, Kidderminster 1. In the 11th minute of added on time there, so not quite finished yet. Leamington 2, Southport 1, Macclesfield 1, Merthyr Town 3, Marine 1, Darlington 4, Oxford City 5, Alfreton 0, Scarborough 2, Buxton 1, South Shields 3, Radcliffe 0, Radcliffe down to 10 men in that game, Worksop 3, Spennymoor 3. English National League South, AFC Totton 1, Chesham 1, Bath 0, Maidenhead 4, Dover 2, Dagenham and Redbridge 2, Hampton and Richmond 2, Torquay 2, Hemel Hempstead 0, Ebbsfleet 0, Hornchurch 1, Dorking 0, Horsham FC 2, Eastbourne Borough 0, Slough 3, Chippenham 2, still being played that game, 9 minutes of added on time already been played. Tonbridge 1, Enfield Town 2, Weston-super-Mare 3, Maidstone 0, Worthing 2, Salisbury 0. English FA Cup qualification. What I'll do with this, I'll just go with the results that have come through, because there's a lot that haven't yet. Bootle 4, Silsden 2, Hanwell Town 1, Cray Wanderers 0, Leek 0, Harborough 3, Prescott 0, Hyde 1, Shildon 0, Whitton 3. That's all for now. If you want to catch up with those scores, if you get yourself over to Flashscore is probably the best, or SoccerSpecial, something like that. Moving over to the EFL Trophy. AFC Wimbledon 1, Stevenage 5. Bolton 1, Rotherham 0. Bolton down to 10 men in that match. Burton 2, Liverpool under-21s 0. Crewe 7, Chesterfield 1. Doncaster 2, Everton under-21s 1. Fleetwood 3, Accrington 2 after penalties. 90 minutes finished 2-2. Gillingham 4, Fulham under-21s 1. Lincoln 3, Notts County 0. Peterborough 1, Leyton Orient 3. Leyton Orient had a player sent off. Plymouth 2, Cheltenham 0. Cheltenham having a player sent off. Port Vale 4, Leeds under-21s 1. Shrewsbury 1, Walsall 3. Stockport 5, Wolves under-21s 3. Swindon 3, Reading 2. Wigan 0, Salford 2. Wickham 1, Colchester 2. Bradford City 2, Grimsby 1. Grimsby down to 10 men in that game. Luton 4, Barnet 1. Bromley 3, Crystal Palace under-21s 3. Penalties currently being taken, and it's 3-3 on penalties as well. Huddersfield 6, Newcastle under-21s 2. Just one game in the Welsh Premier tonight. Connors Quay 1, Barlet Town 3. That game has just finished now. Slough 3, Chippenham 2. That's all we've got for tonight. We've got a stream supporter for tonight. That is Ollie Stone. Music producer and mixing engineer, 8 years experience. If you want to get hold of Ollie, it is olliestoneproduction@gmail.com. Links in the description of this live stream. Any music requirements, whether it's for YouTube, Spotify, Twitch, you know, whatever it may be, if it's for TV, if it's for adverts, if it's for movies, get in touch with Ollie. He will sort you out. He's still giving us a 20% discount. How long it'll last, I don't know. I've said this before now. I know he's going out of the country with work, but if you want anything doing, get hold of him. He will still be able to sort you out, I'm pretty sure. On that note, all there is for me to say is thanks for watching tonight. With no more BetClick Liga 1 news for Wisła Kraków. Been a pretty quiet news day today. So coming up to the international break, like I said, it gets a little bit boring. But soon be over and get back to normal. And we are going to try and do the Ryder Cup golf streams as well. So that should be fun. So we'll see how we get on there. Apart from that, I'm Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live First. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Ping that notifications bell. If you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. Feel free to leave a comment on the video. Most of our streams we do are live, so live chat is always open. Come and join us. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening.